Hey everybody, Graham here. Saw something today that kind of made me scratch my head and take a minute. I'm looking at an article from Vice, although I suspect there are probably similar articles in other publications. But let me read some of this, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So, buried deep in a report that's an addendum to the Intelligence Authorization Act for the fiscal year for 2023, the budget that governs America's clandestine services, Congress made two startling claims. The first is that, quote, cross-domain transmedium threats to the United States national security are expanding exponentially, unquote. The second is that it wants to distinguish between UFOs that are human in origin and those that are not, quote. Temporarily non-attributed objects or those that are positively identified as man-made after analysis will be passed to the appropriate offices and should not be considered under the definition as unidentified aerospace undersea phenomena, unquote, the document states. The admission is stunning, chiefly because as more information about the U.S. government's study of UFOs has become public, many politicians have stopped just short of claiming the unidentified objects were extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional in origin. So, now, I am something of a UFO skeptic. There was a lot of talk about UFOs when I was a kid. The 70s and 80s were a huge time for UFO sightings and talking about UFOs and things like that. And anytime Congress is involved, my skepticism level jumps up several notches. But undercutting the skepticism is the fact that this is in a budget document. By the way, if you're wondering what that noise is, that's my washing machine on spin cycle right behind me. Now, Congress appropriating money for stupid stuff is not anything new. But the fact that they're asking these agencies to differentiate between terrestrial origin and extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional origin is really interesting. And it kind of makes me wonder, is Congress basically admitting that UFOs exist? Like I said, for myself, I've always been a little bit of a skeptic. I am interested in the topic. And if more information about this comes out, I'm definitely going to be interested to see it and read it and, digest it and understand what's going on. I certainly think UFOs could exist, but I think there are a lot of reasons to believe that they don't, or that if they do, we're never going to see them. The idea that the government knows all about the UFOs and stuff like that is certainly been entrenched in pop culture for years and years. I mean, you had, I think even before the X-Files, I want to think back in this might have been the 80s or something. There was a TV show called Project UFO or something like that, and it was based on the case files that were in the Air Force's Project Blue Book, which was their investigation into UFOs. I don't remember anything specifically about the show. I just remember that the show existed. And then, of course, there was the X-Files, movies like Independence Day, and, all sorts of stuff about aliens. And certainly, the whole mythology surrounding Area 51 and Roswell and all that kind of stuff. In a way, it would be satisfying to have a definitive answer. But on the other hand, if it turns out that the definitive answer is no, then that's kind of a buzzkill, Anyway, I just kind of wanted to put this out there, see what you all think. I'll link the Vice article in the description so you can go and read it for yourself. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know if this is just some Congress people being weird-ass Congress people, or if there is actually good reason to believe that UFOs exist and that we've encountered them. So, there it is. This is a story I will be following, and if there are any updates to this, I will certainly let you know. In the meantime, I am interested to know what you think. Do you think aliens exist? And if you do, why or why not? Sound off in the comments. I don't know what to think, personally. Like I said, I think they could exist, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they do. We'll see. Anyway, Thought that was interesting. Thought you might think it was interesting too. Hope you're all doing great. Not much news on any of the usual stories that I follow. Nothing going on with Chris Chan. Nothing going on with. I mean, there's minor stuff going on with Amber and Johnny, but it's mainly just people combing through the unsealed documents, which you can do that for yourself, or you can watch other people's videos on it. There's no reason for me to do it too. So yeah, I've been kind of sort of flailing about, thinking, what am I gonna do a video on? And then this UFO thing popped up. So I'm kind of I'm intrigued. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Graham out. Bye.